guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my updated makeup routine using all drugstore products. So all the products I'm going to be using today, including tools and brushes, are literally under $15. So if you guys are interested in seeing what it turns out like, just keep on watching. Also, I forgot to mention in the intro that this makeup routine literally takes me like 10 to 15 minutes in the morning when I'm getting ready. Obviously the video might be longer, but it's because I'm filming. The first product I'm going to go in with is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I believe this is like $5 and it is so amazing. It's similar to the Cha Silk Canvas Primer, I believe that's what it's called, but it's definitely a dupe and it's only $5 like I said. And this comes in the original and hydrating one and I believe a mattifying one, but I just use the original. It is so good. So I just put this all over my face and it really does an amazing job in minimizing like the appearance of pores. I have very porous skin, if you can't probably tell like this, but if you zoom in, I definitely have bigger pores, so this really helps in minimizing them. So I absolutely love this product. Also, if I'm looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at the viewfinder, but I'm just applying this all over my face. So now for actual complexion products, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. So I've been using this for about 3 months. I believe I purchased it when it first came out, but this is so good. They actually just released it in a foundation formula, but I actually prefer this one because it makes your skin look so dewy and fresh. So I'm just going to be using this Juno & Co sponge. I like using this sponge specifically for this tinted moisturizer because this sponge actually doesn't absorb product like the actual Beauty Blender and some other face sponges, so I like to use this one. So I just shake it up a little bit because sometimes it can separate in the bottle. And then I just use 1 to 2 pumps and it applies so nicely on the skin. It blends out so effortlessly. So I just put like this much on my sponge and then I just apply it all over my face. I absolutely love this sponge. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but all the tools that I'm going to be using in today's video are also under $15, and I think this is like $8, but I feel like this is a sponge that a lot of people don't know about because it's not as well known as like the Beauty Blender and the Morphe sponges, but I love this. Also, please do not mind my nails. They look terrible. I've been picking up the nail polish and I've only had them painted for like a week. I also like to drag the product onto my eyelids just so they're like the same color as the rest of my face. I know a lot of people tend to get discoloration in their eyelids, so I like to do that to help counteract that. I'm like pretty sure I didn't mention this, but I did my brows off camera because they literally take me like 20 minutes to do these days because I haven't gotten them done since quarantine began. So I do them on my own at home. I pluck them with tweezers and it just takes me much longer to fill them in. I usually get them threaded, but like I said, I've been plucking them at home. So that is all the tinted moisturizer blended in. I think it looks so good. Honestly, I feel like it looks like I'm wearing foundation and it's just a tinted moisturizer. And ColourPop has so many shades in that specific formula, so it's perfect. Everyone will find their own shade, but I just love that. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. So now for concealer, I always use the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is it right here, but I recently just picked up the hydrating formula at Target the other day. So I've been mixing these two because the hydrating one isn't exactly my shade, but mixed together they actually fit me perfectly. So I've been doing that. I absolutely love this concealer. It is definitely a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, which I believe is like $18. Honestly, it might be more, but I've used the Tarte Shape Tape in the past and that was my favorite concealer until I discovered this one. So I've been using this one forever and I think it's only $5, so it's super cheap and affordable, and you can also pick it up at Target. I'm just gonna take the same sponge that I use for the tinted moisturizer and blend it out under my eyes. It is such full coverage, as you guys can see. I'm honestly not going anywhere today. Actually, I am going somewhere. I'm going to Dunkin' today because they're giving away free medium iced coffees. Even though I'm drinking coffee right now, I'm a coffee addict, so I'm gonna go. Now to set my entire face, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. So I just take this on a small brush and set my under eyes, and then I take a bigger brush and set the rest of my face. They actually have this in a loose powder formula, but I ran out of that one. So typically I would use a loose powder to set my under eyes, but I'm just gonna use this one today. And I also drag the powder onto my eyelids because we're just gonna be doing minimal shadow today. Now I'm gonna take this huge brush from BH Cosmetics. This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibe 1 brush. So I'm just gonna take the powder again and swirl it and then set the rest of my face. Like I said earlier, this video is definitely gonna be longer, but I promise this takes me literally 10 minutes in the morning. Also, I forgot to mention, if you guys have dry skin or you're on the drier skin side, you definitely don't need to set your entire face. I just prefer to because I have oily to combo skin. So I get very oily in my T-zone, so my natural oils just shine throughout the day. So it ends up making my skin look dewy anyway, so I just prefer to set my whole face. Now, since I'm looking pretty pale, I'm gonna go in and bronze my face. And I've used this in my other beauty videos before, but this is my favorite bronzer and highlighting palette. So this is the Belgium Waffle palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna go in with this shade in the middle. It's called Batter, and I'm just gonna bronze up my face. So I just go in like a 3 motion on the sides of my face, and you can already see it's bringing life back into my skin because I look so white. Oh, and also, if you guys are interested, I'm using an Alamar Cosmetics complexion brush. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush, and this one is in the shade Always Rosy. So I used to apply blush on the apples of my cheeks, but I've like watched a ton of videos and people say that if you put the blush going up towards your temples, it just gives you more of an elongated look. So I've been doing that lately. I like to put on a lot of blush because blush is the first thing that fades on your face. So typically it'll fade throughout the day, so having more on is not a bad thing, but I'm just gonna apply this like I said. And I also like to put some on my nose because it gives like a cute little rosy look, so I like doing that, especially in the summer. But if you don't, you don't need to, and you can always tone it down by adding more powder on top. Now to highlight, I'm gonna go back in with the Belgium Waffle palette, and I'm gonna pick up this shade right here in Powdered Sugar and apply it on my nose and on the high points of my cheekbones. I love highlight. It's like my favorite part of my makeup routine. And this one is so good, and like I said, this palette is so affordable and you get such a great shade range, so I love that. As you guys can see, like, it looks so pretty. So now, since the face is complete, I'm just gonna go in and set it just to add some freshness to my face. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I received this one for free from Ulta and I've been using it just because I wanna use it up. So I'm just gonna shake it and spray it on my face. If you ever accidentally spray too much setting spray, you can always go back in with your sponge and blend it out. So now, since we finished up the complexion, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so I can show you what I do to my eyes on an everyday basis. I hate being this close up to my face because I feel like you guys can see literally everything. But for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. This is the Opposites Attract palette. It is so pretty. There's so many shades in here, but since it's fall now, I usually like to go in with an orangey shade like all over my lid and my crease. So I'm gonna pick up this shade right here in Saucy, and this is just the fluffy brush that I used to bronze my nose before, but I'm just gonna take that on this brush and just put it all throughout my crease. I'm also gonna take that same shade and just drag it under my lower lash line. As you guys can see, this is pretty messy. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just more of like a blown out effect, and just to have something on your lids. Now that that is done, I'm actually going to do a faux wing using eyeshadow. So this is something that I've been doing for like the past month or so. I used to wear liquid eyeliner literally every single day, but I just got so sick of it, so I started doing it with eyeshadow. So you can just take any angle brush you have. The one I'm using is from Sigma. It's a small angle E65, but there's so many cheaper ones out there. I believe I got this one as a gift. But now I'm just going to go in with this shade right here. It's a dark brown color. This one is in this shade Smooth. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of product and do a faux wing on my outer corner. You don't even need to drag it in all the way. Just something that gives the effect of like a cat eye. I'm going to try and film it as well as I can because it's kind of hard. So that's one eye done. As you can see, it just elongates your eye and it just makes you look so much more awake in my opinion. Okay, so now both of my eyes are done. Obviously, they don't look as even as they could be. It's because I messed up, but that's okay. Because when you put mascara on, it honestly hides it a little bit. So for mascara, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic. I literally use this mascara in every single video and every day in my everyday life because it is just my favorite mascara. It literally makes your eyelashes look like they're fake. And I cannot wear falsies on a daily basis because I just simply do not have the time and patience for that. So I love this mascara. So I just finished applying my mascara and now I'm going to do my lip combo, which is why I zoomed you guys in a little bit more. But I've been obsessed with this lip liner. I've been using it every single day for like the past 2 weeks. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Truffle. It's the perfect brownie nude for like an everyday basis, so I love this. So it does look a little bit dark, but I'm going to take a brush and blend it into my lips a little bit better. And then I'm going to apply a gloss on top. For lip gloss, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This one is in the shade 007 Amber. I showed you guys this in my Ulta Sephora haul about a month ago, and I've been using it ever since. This actually has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's super moisturizing on the lips and it's not sticky at all, which I love. Okay guys, so this is my completed, updated, everyday makeup routine using all DRUGSTORE products. As always, I'll have everything linked down below in the description bar if any of you guys are interested in anything that I used. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!